Hello YouTube, it's your boy Rizil. I'm back on the channel with another one, and today we're gonna be looking at some Fresh and Fit content. Fresh and Fit is a podcast for those who do not know. That's big on in the Red Pill movements. Um, they try to coach men or young men on how to grow their finances and how to operate in the dating scene and in relationships and all of that. How to increase your body count on all. Hey man, we're just gonna take a look at this viral clip that came from them. It's Myron debates Sneako on having multiple women. I believe they're talking about the advantages and disadvantages of having multiple women, and we're gonna take a look at this in 3, 2.
Hold on. So you're saying us as men, when we're young, should have kids early, right?
No,
that's not what he said.
I didn't say that.
But what's the priority then? Family or
It
success?
doesn't mean that you need to have kids young, but it shouldn't be avoid family creation in your head. That's an important thing to think about when you're young too. How am I going to have the character? How am I going to have the maturity, the responsibility to become a good father when I am ready to do it?
So what age should men have kids then?
I would say early 30s is probably ideal.
30s?
Yeah, I would say like early 30s, mid 30s.
See, you just proved that point. That list is for people in their 20s. Not their 30s.
Well, there you go. You have a vasectomy, you can't have kids in your early 30s. That's the point of the surgery.
No.
You can maybe reverse it, but you can't have, that's what that surgery is permanent.
So all in my 20s, what should I be doing?
You should be working on your character. You should be working on your maturity. You should be getting closer to God. A lot of the things that we're praising the women for to become a good mother, that's important things for men to focus on too.
I work on character.
I didn't say be broke. It's equally important to work on your finances. Women aren't going to say that, of course. I'm telling guys, you should get rich as possible too. But you should also be working on building your character and looking at how I'm going to raise my kids and how I'm going to be a good father. If you're 40 and you have all these hoes and you have experience with hoes, is that going to make you a better father? Probably not. You'll just know how to avoid a bad woman. But it's not that you don't need to fuck 100 women to realize what a hoe is. A hoe is a girl. You look at her Instagram, you know she's a hoe or not. You don't need to get all these women in order to understand that.
No, you don't.
Can I
Once again,
interject?
you need to be able to decipher from experience who's a hoe and who's not. We're just saying, look.
Do you think it's that hard?
It's not that hard to decipher who's a hoe and who's not. It's not that hard. I'm just saying it I'm not judging off the bat. But from my knowledge, since I watched a lot of Fresh and Fit content when I first discovered them last year, mid last year, from the level of experience Fresh is talking about is a massive body count. He's talking about just out there legging everyone down, dicking everything in sight, to discover who's a hoe and it doesn't take that much. You see, even guys with no experience. I'm friends with some of these guys. They know who's a hoe and who isn't one. But they choose to be in denial. Facts. I've been in situations where I've been talking to a bro, we either had to sit down or we texting each other, bro. And I'm telling him, this person is this way and that way. Not in an abrasive way, but not for you, but they choose to be blind until it's revealed. They know this woman or is this individual, this woman is some way, but they just choose to ignore it. It doesn't take that level of experience, sticking your dick in everything to know what a hoe is. They literally advertise it. You literally see it. You just pay attention to your surroundings. You'll know.
To see who a hoe is?
Bro, come on. Really?
I feel overall men should have a self-control when they're in their early 20s. Yes, by nature, you're going to go be promiscuous and all of this, but you also can have if you're working to get closer to God, you will create a self-control within yourself to not be sexually promiscuous and just having sex with everyone and get someone pregnant.
And
you could use a condom too.
Can I say too, I think what Sneako's also trying to explain is that when you have a culture that bashes Western women about how we're focusing on the wrong things when we're young, but then you praise men for perpetuating that culture, I think what Sneako is trying to say is we need to teach men to have similar values to where we can come to the same page so that we don't damage each other and hurt each other in our 20s, and then you're 40, you're a 40-year-old man and you have a bunch of young bimbos around you and you don't know how to have a relationship with somebody who's quality.
I'm sorry. The reason why I'm making these faces is just because, just off of the bat, like, in this Red Pill thing, when you have all these guys coming on these podcasts and talking about how to, I don't know, have a massive body count, how to approach women, how to how to manage your relationships and all of that. Because I don't want to talk in like an accusatory term and then have a bunch of Red Pill guys. Oh no, this is what it actually means. No, we can listen to them speak and we can like try to understand their experiences because it's their experiences. They're actually going and putting action to their words. Now, in terms of what all these people are discussing, they're discussing a lifestyle personally that I'm living. I'm not promiscuous. I have relationships here and there, but they're not like wild, like I'm out here sleeping with everyone, trying to sleep with everything in sight. We should have people like that discussing these philosophies or these theories that I believe they're only discussing this thing because they want some control to the madness in the relationship, like in the relationship game. Like, even the way she's saying be close to God, blah blah blah, and then she adds you can use a condom from time to time. In my religion, in Christianity, I don't know what religion she is, you shouldn't even be out here sleeping around in the first place. You don't even need a condom because you shouldn't be out here sleeping in the first place. You should find a partner, sleep with her without a condom because it's under the sanctity of the relationship, the marriage. And the marriage doesn't have to be like a marriage of like, I don't know, courts and all of that. The court doesn't give a fuck about God. A religious marriage, you know what I'm saying? Like, what she's talking about is totally irrelevant to that first point of like, you should be finding God, it should be... No. I'm saying no, not to what they're saying. I'm saying no to these type of people discussing these type of things and describing people that honestly some friends that I know, the way they are, they're discussing this, but then they're not living it. It's ridiculous because it's not an easy life. I mean, I'm not like constrained, like I'm not doing anything, but like it's not an easy life to like have that type of self-control, have that type of like constantly waking up every day, reading the Bible, praying, going to sleep, before you sleep, reading the Bible, pray. Having that type of like mentality of like self-growth and all of that. It's not that easy, but then they want to talk about it like, fuck, man.
Okay.
I mean, what's the funny part?
That sounds great. I'm laughing because because the thing is that feminism is here and it's not going anywhere. You just heard all these girls' answers.
What is feminism?
Quite literally what indoctrinated you to give the answers you just gave a second ago. Feminism.
Can you explain it?
Feminism.
Building an empire.
Yeah, like all of you guys gave very masculine answers when we asked you. First it was, do you want to be a mom? Then we asked you, what are you working on right now to be a mom in the future? All of you gave masculine answers to be able to provide, work on your education, whatever, which is cool. But what I'm saying is that all of you guys are young, and your answers show the indoctrination that feminism is here and it's not going anywhere. It's even seeping into women from foreign countries. So, Sneako, I get what you're saying, bro.
So is it fair advice?
Here, let me just finish real quick. In an ideal world...
Son of a bitch.
That's the recipe for magic.
I wish it was 1950. I wish we could go back to guys getting married at 21, 22, having a wife that is great and everything else like that, the tradcon life. But those days are gone, bro. Right. Like, if guys sit here and say, I really want to be a dad, and they don't have sexual experience, they're setting themselves up for failure. You can see all these tradcon relationships going down the tubes. And I get it. Like, it sucks. It's fucked up. But at the end of the day, men are the ones that risk everything when they become a father, when they get married, etc. Women are incentivized to leave the guy. So we're operating in 2023 standards, not 1950 standards.
Women risk their bodies to give birth to kids. How can you say they don't risk anything?
Bro, seriously?
Yeah.
And our
Let me ask you a question. Hold on. Okay.
Go ahead.
Who has to bring more to the table to get a relationship? The man or the woman?
The woman.
Really?
The man.
Thank you. Someone's operating logistically.
I mean, at first,
Logically.
yeah, the man has to, most of the times court the women, but at the end of the day, like...
Well, no. What does he have to even be able to court the woman?
I mean, whatever she thinks is attractive to her, whether physical or mentally.
Okay, let me answer it for you because you don't want to be blunt about it. Women look for certain things: height, income, strength, competence, confidence, ambition, all these things that take time to acquire. When a man gets with a woman, he's effectively 9 out of 10 times better than her in most regards. That's the truth. Women don't date down, they date up.
And you answer this so confidently because you yourself are a woman?
I know exactly what women want because men, unlike women, have to know what women want to get them, but women don't have to know.
Not always. Not always. Sometimes women date down. I am not too sure about the relationships where they date down and they last long enough because I haven't seen a relationship where they last long enough. I haven't been in a relationship where those type of like that type of situation where it lasts, obviously, but like they do date down, but there's a time limit. There's a time limit. They usually date down and then it's either they break up because this dude just can't get it together. Like we've even like seen like relationships like that, right? Situations like that where the woman dates down, he can't get it together. She breaks up with him. He goes through this whole transformation because I don't know I don't know, heartbroken or some shit. And then like when she meets him, like I don't know, a while later, he's leveled up and then she's like, damn it, why couldn't you do this when we're in that type of relationship? So usually it's either it doesn't work out or while the woman is with him, the guy levels up, because he has to. I know a lot of women say, a strong woman behind you is all you need. If you have a good woman behind you, a strong woman, and behind every great man is a woman, blah, blah, blah. But usually the guy achieves that level of success because he knows she's here now, I have to get my shit together. It's not just because she comes in and then she does this miraculous thing. No, her presence alone is motivation enough for you to say, fuck, man. Like, especially at the bottom. At the bottom, you're also thinking, fuck, man. Because she's most likely going to go if I don't get my shit together, so.
Know what men want to get them.
Yeah, and you date those guys, so.
Like, the reality is men have to approach women, correct?
Majority of the times, but I think with these
men
new
have to ask
times,
women on
I
dates,
don't know.
correct?
Majority of the time.
Men have to initiate conversation.
Majority.
Men have to plan a date.
Majority.
So effectively, they have to understand women to get sex, correct?
Correct.
Women are on the receiving end, which means they're the ones being courted, correct?
In the beginning stages, correct.
Yes. So in other words, the guy has to bring a lot to the table to even get a chance to be able to court the girl, correct?
At the beginning stages, correct.
Okay. So the point I'm trying to make is that men must bring way more to the table to even get the attention of a woman. So therefore, when they get in the relationship with the girl, they're bringing more resources and bringing more to the table than women do in general. Men don't ask much for women, but women ask a lot from men. So
yeah, I think that's really. I think that's based on your relationship.
I think that men ask for a lot more than they think they ask for. Mm-hmm. But when it comes to resources, yes, you guys do come with a lot and you guys do bring a lot and provide for us. But I think when it comes to mental, spiritual, and things like that, we provide a lot for men.
It's not tangible, though.
Yes, it's not tangible, but when you work on your spiritual, your mental, it elevates everything in your life. Because if you look at people who are making money, where is their mind space at?
They don't pay the bills. Yeah. Listen,
money pays the bills.
That's what I'm saying. What you're bringing to the table is nice, is great, but ultimately for the family to actually survive, you got to pay the bills.
If you look at empires, who is the woman on side of the man?
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
Pretty much.
But she's there.
The kings are known.
but she's there.
Yeah, but in the background, we're saying ultimately for a family to work, money is going to be important. Money is extremely important, but the part that I disagree with you, Myron, is that I understand. We agree that feminism has completely ruined most women in the West.
Yeah.
But the advice from the space is instead of navigating that, instead of trying to find a good woman, get a vasectomy and then sleep with all of them and then understand their nature. Why not just understand that a lot of these women are unwifeable and then navigate around that instead and just not spend your time and invest your energy into women that you don't even respect or like in the first place?
Even if you do find a traditionally conservative woman that will sit there and be a good wife,
she'll crowd you.
Huh?
She'll still crowd you.
She can still crowd you because the thing is, people. This is what I want guys to understand. Even if your girl loves you, whatever, and you guys have a relationship, everything else like that. The upside of her leaving you is so high, like she gets so much benefit, that a lot of the time women aren't going to sit there and deal with it. The duty, they're like, fuck that. I can get half his money, get the kid, get child support, live this same lifestyle and go date someone else that's going to make
I'm
me
not
happy.
even advocating towards marriage. I'm advocating towards family creation. Well, I think it's worthwhile to get married within the church or within the mosque, and then avoid that whole legal battle. Don't give away half your money. Get married
then
within
we can
religion.
have a conversation.
That's my point. I never said that other thing. You think I'm going the TradCon route? It's over. Like Steven Crowder's wife proved that that's going to happen. They were married when they were virgins. They were the only people, and then she still said, "You're emotionally abusing me." Garbage. That video was edited. She stole it. Women are incentivized to do it. Hakimi, she brought that up at the couch. It's not a good idea. But if you get married within a religion, and then you could give her,
there's still some states that will look at that as a marriage of the state, dude.
And child support.
We had a whole podcast with lawyers on that.
There's no escape, bro. Child support. And then, dude, once again, those things you mentioned before, if you're Twitter too long in the same household, that's your wife.
So don't even do it. Just give her the ceremony. Most of these women, they just want to put on a dress and they want to feel pretty. They want to take pictures.
They want the whole ceremony.
If you're actually high value, they'll do the ceremony. It doesn't mean you need to get like legally married. If you can get around that,
papers, bro.
They don't want the papers. They don't give a fuck about the papers. They just want the pictures in the wedding dress.
It's like electing you as a guy.
Get the ideals that you want, which is perfect. I think 100% it should be that way, but it's not, bro. It's not.
Yeah,
I know it's not, but there's better ways. My point is, there's better ways to navigate it than getting a surgery that prevents you from having children. That's just not good advice. If you that's extremely black pill. That's not going to create a good future society.
Right.
Here's my thing. I'm saying women are not going to concede on feminism. They're going to continue to progress. They're going to continue to chase careers. They're going to continue to be ambitious and make money. This is the future of the women. All these girls here are young. So what I'm saying is that as men, you need to acclimate to the new environment. Women prioritize money and success now more than family a lot of the times, and that's fine.
Okay.
So you got to acquiesce to that new normal.
That's the end of it. Listen, all I can say about this is, if I may spitball, I think us as men, we focused on the wrong things. Especially in this red pill movement, I think something that I've realized now is that we focus too much on women and what they're doing instead of us and what we are doing. Because even when we talk about us and what we are doing, it's related to what we are doing that can contribute to us stepping in to their lives and seeing what they're doing and like one-upping it and getting them. And back in the day, you couldn't afford to think that way. You couldn't afford to think, oh, what is my wife doing, blah, 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 because times were hard. People are going through all these different civil rights things, civil rights movements. There was constant war. There was a whole lot of shit, man. We're truly living in no matter even like some of the circumstances, not everyone has experiencing what I'm about to say, but we're truly living in a blessed and peaceful era, for the most parts of the world. And it's the first time ever in human history. And now, our generation of men, even when we talk about our own success, I'm even realizing it within myself, some of the things that have been instilled in me. It's mostly just because we want to hurry up, succeed, and then go to the woman's side and then see whether we can get laid or do this or do that. What happened to just fighting the good fight just for the sake of fighting the good fight and just for the sake of you're a man, you're supposed to be handling certain things as a man should. You should be fighting anyway. The woman should have nothing really to do with your reasons to fight anyway. So, actually, you know what? I don't even want to go into any other points. I think we should just leave it at that. All those other points that they mentioned, pick whatever side you want and deliberate within yourself why you chose that stance and how it can better your life, and be very careful. But in terms of my stance on all of this, honestly speaking, I'm not saying it's not good to, it's obviously good to have a relationship, it's obviously good to man, I'm talking from the heterosexual side. Now I'm just remembering you have to consider the LGBT whatever. From the heterosexual side, it's good to have relationships with women. It's good to find a partner. It's good to have that companionship. It's good to start a new clan in the form of the family, the family and all of that. But that shouldn't be the main reason for why you're succeeding and why you're going through such hell, man. as an adult, like starting your life as an adult male, for the most part, is so freaking hard, and I'm going through it right now, and it's a lot, man. It's a lot that we shouldn't even be telling ourselves that we can afford to think this way, just to rush and do everything just so we can finally be around the women and what is this? What is all the dragons we have to slay and all the fires we have to put out have to do with women? We just enamored by pussy. That's it. I'll be the first to say yeah. You can. It's very easy for one, even for me as a male, to be enamored by pussy, but we're going about this the wrong way. That's all I have to say about that. Like, comment, subscribe, and cheers, man. You guys take care. I wish you good luck on your endeavors.
Yabba dabba do on your boo when I go hard bedrock on top off like ooh. Fuck nigga knew that a 1-2 combo won't stop Kong when he on like ooh. Have a couple pulls of elixir, yes sir, let's get fitted all night like dude.